Good day, everyone. This is Alvin again from the Philippines, and welcome to my top 10 best national costume for Miss Earth 2022. Welcome. So last night, if I remember correctly, the national costume competition was presented via virtual competition for Miss Earth 2022, and I am super happy actually while watching the presentation because there's a lot of amazing costumes that were presented. And based on my personal preference, here are my top 10 choices for the best national costume. So let's see if we have the same set of favorites. And as what I've said in the first video, this will be the second video that I will be releasing for tonight. First is my top 10 best in fauna outfit. Second one is this, and the next one after this is my second leaderboard for Miss Earth 2022. So check that out as well. Now, let's begin the countdown. Starting with my number 10, Cameroon. Brandy Noella. I love Cameroon's costume because that headpiece was just beautiful. Also, I love the color of the outfit because it felt like it is clearly a representation of not only her country but the entire African region, and that's the vibe that I was getting while watching her presentation and her costume. My number 9 goes to Panama. Valerie Solis. I haven't read about the inspiration of her costume, but by looking at it, I felt like it is more on farming and agriculture. I love the props, especially the headpiece. The head of the two animals. It was beautifully made. It looked very realistic. I also love the harvested crops at her back as her props. The headpiece looked amazing, and everything was just good. But I am not 100% convinced with the outfit that she's wearing. I mean, the props are good. The attached props are good, but I'm not really a huge fan of the white shirt and the jeans. To me, it doesn't really complement very well. So if only she wore something different that really complemented with all those props, I think she would have been higher on this list. But kudos still, because those props that she wore, amazing, beautifully made. My number 8 goes to the Netherlands. Meryl Hendrickson. Netherlands is known as the best country in terms of water management, and that the water is the inspiration of her national costume. And can we just say, and can we just agree that Netherlands looked absolutely gorgeous in that costume? She was giving us that goddess vibes, and it may not be as much as others, but she looked amazing in that costume, and that's very important. My number 7 goes to Ecuador. Susan Toledo. I am in love with her costume. There were so many elements in it, and the bottom part of the costume was different when she's standing on a plain ground, and also different when she's on the rocks. And overall, I love the vibrant and festive color and the very artistic drawings in it as well. Beautifully made, very. It seems like it's a product of a very artistic mind, which I truly appreciate. My number 6 goes to the Dominican Republic. Nieves Mercado. It was obvious that her costume was made of recycled materials, and because of that, she gets an additional point. I think it was creative and beautifully made. The inspiration of the costume is a puppet, which makes a social call for the rights of the children. Beautiful, because that puppet above her was so fun and definitely really aligns with the message that she's trying to send out. My number 5 goes to Nigeria. Esther Oluwatosin. I am not sure about the inspiration of her costume as well, but I loved it. With her impeccable execution, she was able to give highlight to each and every element of her costume. From the headdress, to the axe, to the bottom part of the dress when she turned. I mean, it was beautifully presented, and that fire technique performance in the end, wow. My number 4 goes to Indonesia. Karina Basrawan. El Hero de la Tierra, or the protector of the animals on earth, is the theme of her costume. I love the very ethnic appeal of the costume, and aside from that, it is made of rattan, bamboo, and other recycled materials. So, and because of that, to me, it was beautifully made, beautifully crafted, and her execution was also stunning. I can really feel that she's really feeling the moment while living as the character that she's portraying and while wearing that costume. Beautiful execution. My number 3 goes to Thailand. Chanwan Pat Kong Nim. The costume was inspired by the traditional Thai dessert, the mango sticky rice, and it made me very hungry just by watching it because some of the Thai stores here are selling it as well, and it is so delicious. Aside from that, this is Thailand. Obviously, the costume was beautifully made and beautifully designed, and by looking at it, the details are just unbelievably beautiful, and it feels like Thailand can use anything as an inspiration and transform it into a wonderful costume. I mean, look at that. So beautiful. It made you hungry as well. My number 2 goes to Venezuela. Oriana Pablos. Venezuela has transformed into a guardian of the Venezuelan ocelot that will protect the animals from extinction. I think it is a very effective costume because I believed it with how she looked, because she really looked like a guardian of the ocelot. I love the costume as well. It was designed beautifully, and I am completely fascinated by the additional ocelot behind her. The costume was just genius, and it was made perfectly. It was able to give honor to the character that she is portraying, and it helped raise awareness to protect the ocelot, but most importantly, it still borders the being pageanty in a way because she looked amazing in it. But to me, my choice for the best national costume from Miss Earth 2022 goes to the Philippines. Jenny Ramp. The costume was inspired by the Kneeling Carabao Festival, which honors the patron saint of farmers and the carabaos. I love how they have modernized the costume and combined artistry into it. Like, for example, the farming hat. It was beautiful. That was very unique. It's the first time for me to see a farming hat that was designed like that. That was so beautiful, and certainly something that could really fall into fashion really good. The carabao, and the carabao itself was very good as well. And when she executed the kneeling position, stunning. It was just so good. Execution wise, really good. I am in love with the inspiration, and it was to me it was just perfectly presented and executed, and for that I have to give kudos to her for doing an extremely incredible job. So that's it. These are my top 10 favorite national costumes from Miss Earth 2022, and I am looking forward to know your favorites as well, and whether your favorites made it in my list or not. So don't forget to leave your comments below, don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well, and most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. For now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.